Alright, these lenses are really hard to find. They don't make them anymore. Freightliner comes close, it's just like a little bit too big and won't fit in the hole. Could probably find these at a junkyard, but I want something that is readily available, so I'm gonna take these down, put them in storage, maybe clean them up and sell them. Some of these lenses are all cracked. There's stress cracks in them from being in the sun. At least the orange does. The red looks okay. These are, it says Bargman 61 SAE P2 85. That's what this says on both of these. Bargman 61. So we're gonna take these down, save them, get rid of these things. I want to upgrade to LED. The front, one of these on the front is my last leak on the roof. It's the only place I still got water coming in is through one of these. I want to seal it off once for all. So I'm just going to make a block out plate and use these LED bullet lights, 3/4 inch. Not as it might got down back part of the fixture from the front of the RV and from the back, so I can compare them and make sure they are identical, and they are. So I can just make 10 plates the same size. That is just 1 millimeter or less than 4.5 inches wide. Let's just go by millimeter. 113 millimeters wide, just over 2 inches tall, 52 millimeters tall. Okay, that's the plate I need to make. 53 millimeters tall by 113.5 millimeters wide. Screw holes center tapped at 22 millimeters by 26.5 millimeters. Center tapped 3/4 inch hole, 35 millimeters in from the center tap on one of these mounting spots. We're using some scrap here from the air conditioner install. Get six pieces out of that. there's 10 LED plates, or clearance light plates. It's maybe trimmed up a little more. I want to cut the corners so they fit like these fit. They're gonna need to, or else they won't fit. A lot of these turned out perfect. Just need to put a little ink on the tips here so I know how far back to trim them. Just gonna nick them on the, well, on some of these plates I will just need to nick the corners on the grinder to round those off. Okay, I got those corners rounded off. Edges polished up pretty good. These bullet lights call for a 3/4 inch hole, but a 3/4 inch hole is a little big. I want to be able to pressure wash around these without water getting into the front of my RV. It goes in tight, or it feels like it's going to go in tight, but once it gets past this first edge, it is just a little too loose. So I went one size smaller on the step bit, 11/16 of an inch, and that feels much better. Here's an 11/16 inch hole. Gotta take out the light first though. Should do like that. Get that in first. Already feeling super snug, and not so much that it's crinkling the seal. Then you put in the light, lock it in. That will withstand some pressure washing. These LEDs have a top indicator, so I have that facing up. Things got a little tighter with the paint job. Alright, there we are. Some homemade clearance lights for the P30. A little tighter than I'd like, but that definitely won't have a problem with the pressure washer hitting it. Be no leaks at that gasket, that's for sure. I ordered a metric step bit so I can drill an 18mm hole, but I found that 1136 or 11 whatever it was a little bit smaller than that. I thought that would be a nice snug fit, but with the paint, that is just a little too snug fit. So if I re-drilled these, I would use that 18mm bit. That would have been a snug fit, just a little bigger than the hole now. These rubber grommets are 20mm apart, so that would have been a little bit of a squeeze. The 11/64 is a bit more of a squeeze, especially with that paint. So in a desperate attempt to get these to stop leaking one rainy season, I put a bunch of silicone on the back of these and worked on all of them except that one. What a mess. So I'll need to go around with the flathead screwdriver and make sure that's all scraped out of there. It looks like I didn't put any up in around the edges. That's good, because that is where I will seal this time. This one started falling apart. A couple corners missing. Yeah, that was the leaky one. Looks like it got a air bubble in the silicone when I put that back in there somehow. Scrape off the old silicone. Probably gonna have to take a little paint with it and make sure the new stuff sticks. I'll rub it down with some I'm sure I'll leave a little slack on the, or a little extra on the light fixture so I can add some wire later and maybe, or and sell these and somebody else can do that and use that on theirs if they really want a used set of these Bargmans. They're pretty hard to find. Alright. It's a little weird, but I think I like it. The point is that we'll stop the leak. Let's get the rest of those up there, see what I think. It's kind of... I like it. It's, it just really stands out. It's nice new... I need to pressure wash the RV, that's what I need to do. Those will just rust up again if I don't paint them, but for right now I'm going to use these just to help set the caulking in the right place. I need a Phillips. Oh my gosh, you horsies. Stop dumping out the water. Alright, I got that all done. I like it. It's different, but I like it. It's the only one that has just like an inch of wire to spare. Not sure if I should be walking on my spare tire cover, but alright, saving all the long screws and storing all the lenses and screws for those, along with these, the light fixture. And that was so I didn't lose them while I was driving. Took one out to size it up. Okay, let's, it's too bad those all didn't stay. I could reuse that. Oh well. Back's turned out a little different than the front. Had to use some longer screws. Still looks good. I like it. Skipped the siliconing. Doesn't really matter. This is just the back cap. If water gets in there, it'll just come through and fall out the bottom. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. I like them. Kind of funny looking. They remind me of they look like carnival lights, especially the front, the bright yellow with the amber lights, and it reminds me of the county fair, a carnival or something. Those are sweet. I love them. A lot brighter than I thought they would be. Almost got all my stuff switched over to LED. Need to get the lower lights. I have a whole idea for that. Stay tuned. But yeah, that worked out pretty good. I like it. And here's the old stuff. Some of these in pretty poor condition. It's gonna be cleaned up though and saved. It's kind of strange. The yellow or amber lenses are a lot more cracked than the red ones. That's actually not too bad. Maybe it was facing the sun, parked for a number of years. Who knows the stories Patches could tell if she could speak. So we have 5 yellows and 5 reds. Color still looks pretty good on those ambers though, even though they look faded from at first glance. And then we got the matching fixture itself, the light holder, lamp holder, whatever you want to call it. Can only get a few of these out. Alright, I got a few for spare, and then these little, oh, there's one more. Be a later project, cleaning these up, and who knows, maybe somebody will want these for their project. Or they're spiffing up an old vintage RV and they need one of these things.